Hello all. Last 2 days were special. Mr. Sagar Shah, who is the co-founder of ChessBase India and who is an international master and who has been the reason why chess is so popular in India, he came to Meghalaya to see our chess arena in DC Park, Tura, and he spent 2 days there, and it was really fascinating to see his energy, his enthusiasm, everything. So the night he landed in Guwahati, the next day we were supposed to travel to Tura, so there was only a little time in the night, but he wanted to utilize that, and there is one young talent from Assam, so he went to his house, and he's on his way to becoming IM also. So he's a very young talent from Assam. So Sagar spent some time with him, and I also got the opportunity to meet him and his mother also. So it was very nice that in spite of having very less time that night, he decided to fully utilize it, meet the young prospect from Assam. I mean, he must have been tired coming all the way from Calcutta. Before that, he was in Germany, and hardly an hour to rest before going to sleep. So I mean, but he utilized that. He went to their place, then he came back, then we sat down and started discussing what the 2 days will be like. So and the next day we started 6 in the morning towards Tura, and during the whole commute as well, most part of it we were talking about the next 2 days and how we can best utilize. So one point I really want to share, that when we had initially planned his visit and itinerary, we put some sightseeing and taking him to very interesting places as well apart from the chess, but he suggested that the entire time he would like to give to chess, to meet the young players, to meet the association players, to meet the experienced players, the trainers, the parents, and he just wanted to make most of it. And so at first I thought it will be a bit hectic, but when I met him and when I spent time with him, that I realized that he's all about chess, and 24/7 I think all he thinks is chess and how to promote the game in India and how to help the youngsters. So the level of energy, the commitment is really unbelievable, and it's very inspiring to see somebody so devoted and towards their passion. So when we reached Tura, basically we went to the tournament which was organized for the school children, and which had already started some rounds. So he went around and saw the games in one of the rounds. Then he played a simul match also with the top players of Garo Hills, and after that he took a beautiful workshop, I would say. I mean, as the most wonderful workshop I have seen. The way he delivered those tactics, those how to improve chess. I mean, many people can do that. I mean, would know what to say, but how to say it and how to connect to those young chess players was something very unique. And I'm sure in that 1 to 2 hours our youth learned a lot, and I could just imagine if this guy stays here for longer, how much they can learn. So that was wonderful. And so after the workshop we went to the chess arena, and there also he spent a very significant time, and we also played one match there sitting on that special table. And even after the match with me, I mean, I'm not a chess player, but he was constantly telling me how it could have been better, and then we analyzed it. So you can see one's commitment towards improving or getting people interested in chess. So after that all the members of MCA, which is the Meghalaya Chess Association, and the Garo Hills Chess Association, everyone was there, even from other districts like South Garo Hills, also representation was there. So we had a very good discussion of how to take forward chess in Meghalaya, how in the next 10 years what can we do to have a grandmaster, to have an international master, what will be the role of the associations, what will be the role of the government, what will be the role of administration, what can be the role of the parents and the trainers and the coaches. So it was a very good discussion, and I'm sure all association members gained a lot from that. So after that, it was kind of a evening, and usually, I mean, I would expect that if somebody's traveled 5 hours and then took workshop and so many meetings, so after that one would be tired. But he said the time now, from now to dinner, I want to help those children who came in the morning workshop, if they have any questions, any they want to ask. So a few of those students were called, and he again spent a lot of time with them, teaching them in a very friendly way, in a very it was really nice what he the level to which he could go and the pace with which he did that. And the girls, the boys, they really enjoyed it, and even the association players, and we were watching and learning ourselves. So that was brilliant. And the other day we had planned to call on our Honorable Chief Minister of Meghalaya, and we had a very good brief meeting with him, and the points were what approach should be followed, what should be the action plan in the next 10 years, what can be the role of the government, and how we go about it. So we'll be basically working on this plan of how to make a grandmaster by 2034. So this is something we already started working on. So that was great. Then after that, there was a workshop in Kasarina school, and where we went. It was a wonderful reception. It was very good to see that they were doing some extracurricular activities in the form of taekwondo, and they had a very beautiful welcome program for him. And after that, he took the workshop, and there were a lot of interest from various classes shown. It was really nice, and many of them knew him, and many of them asked for his autograph. And so the popularity of chess is growing, and that's very wonderful to see. So after that, of course, there was some time before we would leave. So the senior members of the association, they all came, and then we all sat down, and we discussed how this training thing or academy which is needed for chess can take off, and how ChessBase India can support it, and how AICF can support it, how MCA can support it. So it was a very good discussion. And of course, he tried to motivate the best players to become trainers, to become coaches, and to basically guide the new generation, the younger lot, so that they can start at an early age and maybe reach become one day a IM or GM. So overall, it was really wonderful. And what I felt was he really liked the vibe which was there in the chess arena, that every district should have a place where one, if feels like he or she wants to play chess, you can just go there and play chess. So I think that's what our idea with chess arena was, and hopefully we'll be spreading it to all the districts of Meghalaya. And that will inculcate a culture of chess, which is already there. Many people I see, they play chess, but I think it has to come out in the open, so that the young generation also takes it, and at the right time, so that they can gain the momentum, the inertia basically, to go ahead. Now, so all this was very wonderful. I mean, there were so many things and so many discussions, and exchanges happened in these 2 days. So I'm sure we have moved ahead in terms of chess, and in the coming times, it will be really great for Meghalaya and the chess fraternity. At the end, I just want to say that I am really impressed by the commitment of Sagar towards chess. All he wants to do is promote the game, and he's very simple person, and very direct, and to the point. All the time he wanted to just do things relating to chess, even when he was coming to Meghalaya for the first time, and generally Meghalaya is a very famous tourist destination, there's lots to see. But I'm sure he'll come back, and we'll take him around next time. But really, I mean, hats off to his commitment, and I really learned this one thing that of course, we thought that he and Samarana and other streamers who were doing the streaming at the time of COVID, it was just because of that. But now we know that the kind of energy which he's putting, and if you see the ChessBase YouTube channel, there are more than 10,000 videos, and the frequency of those videos is very high. Every day, three, four videos are coming. So it's really, they're putting a lot of work, and it's hats off to the entire team. And hopefully, in the next 10 years, we'll see some kind of achievements and developments in terms of chess in Meghalaya. So once again, thank you, Sagar, so much for coming all the way here. We are really thankful to you, and we have learned a lot from you, and hopefully you will come back again, and hopefully we'll try to take steps with your guidance to improve the chess scenario here. Thank you so much.